name is Lavanya. I am originally from Malaysia and I came to the UK to study accounting and management at University of Reading in 2016. I have found a job in the UK. I am currently at EY as an assurance associate and I started in September 2020. It is a 3-year graduate program and EY will not only sponsor for my work visa, but they also pay for me to study towards my accounting qualification. Job search in the UK as an international student has been very challenging and it was a very tough process. I had to research a lot about the company and read the job descriptions carefully to see if they sponsored a visa for international students. I came to the UK in 2016 on a Tier 4 student visa, and at that time I knew that my visa would expire within 6 months of my graduation date. So it meant that I had to find a job and secure an employer who would sponsor my visa within the 6 months before my visa expired. And 6 months was not a lot of time, so it was very time pressured and it was a stressful experience for me. But I used a number of platforms such as Studentcircus to make sure that the job applications I was sending out to employers would make sure that these employers guaranteed us a visa sponsorship for me should I get the job. To secure a graduate role in the UK, I applied to 195 job applications. It was a very challenging process. For majority of the jobs in the UK, I had to submit an application, and this was preceded by a online testing, which included numerical tests, verbal tests, logic tests, and sometimes situational based testing as well. After that, there would be a video interview where they would present you with a question and you had to record yourself answering that question. For most of the jobs, you are only given one attempt to answer this video. So you really had to know your answer on the spot before recording yourself. After that, it was an assessment center. Usually at these assessment centers, there would be several activities that you have to complete, including usually some sort of testing as well, and a group exercise to show how well you work with a team. And after that, there will be an interview as well. For my EY application, I had to do all the same steps. For example, application first, secondly, online testing, thirdly, the video interview, and there was a case study as well that I had to analyze financial data. And after that, I had to complete an assessment center, which was online, and I did that in April 2020. And for the graduate scheme, I also had to have an interview with a partner and a senior manager at my office, where I had to give a 10-minute business presentation followed by a strengths-based interview. Studentcircus was one of the platforms that I used during my job search. It was a very helpful tool because I knew that the jobs on Studentcircus were going to get me a visa sponsorship should I get the job. Also on the website, I used the tool Map My Journey, and I used that because it helped me keep track of the jobs I already applied for, and you could see the due dates that are coming up as well, so it was very helpful. Also on the website, there was information about the visa process and frequently asked questions, and there was a lot of advice and support on the website that I used. As an international student, it was very daunting to keep researching about these companies to find out whether they sponsor work visas, but It helped me save time by using Studentcircus because I knew all these job offers on Studentcircus were guaranteed to have given me a work visa if I were to get the job. My advice for international students who want to find a job in the UK is to start early. Most graduate jobs and schemes open in September and they close pretty quickly because a large number of applications would have been sent in and it would have met their quota for the number of applications. So they might close the application date a little bit earlier. So send in your application as soon as possible. My second advice is to practice the online testing. There is a lot of websites online that help you practice with these numerical testings and verbal test, logic test, and employers use these online testing as a way to cut down the number of applications. They receive thousands of applications and they don't have time to sit and process each one of them, so they send out these numerical testings and other testings to cut down the numbers. And it is very time pressured, these tests, and you really need to get your accuracy correct. So practice makes perfect. International students can set themselves apart from the crowd by doing any internships or placements before the graduate scheme so that you already have experience in that field. This will give you an advantage to other applicants in the process because you would have already had the experience working in that field. My second advice for international students who want to stand out is market yourself as an international student. International students are very adaptable. They can communicate in various languages, so use that to an advantage because there are so many big firms who have offices in places around the world who might think that it is an advantage to have somebody who can speak and converse in multiple languages, so use that to your advantage. My current role is at EY as a graduate in the audit department. It is a 3-year graduate program and EY pays for me to study towards my ICAEW accounting qualification. Therefore, I split my time between studying for exams to complete this qualification and also working in the audit department. When I'm working, I work with various clients across Reading and in multiple industries. I look over their financial statements and their internal processes and controls. I help clients understand their business